doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread podcast in the house. Hey!
We'll have a little potluck. Have everybody over. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. Just all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, you know, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights. You know, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
I want you to use my words against me. If there's a Republican president in 2016 and a vacancy occurs in the last year of the first term, you can say, Lindsey Graham said, let's let the next president, whoever it might be, make that nomination. If an opening comes in the last year of President Trump's term and the primary process is started, we'll wait to the next election. And I've got a pretty good chance of being the judiciary.
You're on the record.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold the tape.
This bitch ass nigga. That's why he losing.
Have we heard him contradict this in this election process, or in 2020?
Yes. They're all
Wait, are you being sarcastic?
No, I haven't heard him. I'm talking about him. I know that a lot of motherfuckers. No, here's the thing that pissed me off. Motherfucker was all up in arms that Mitt Romney said he would support a vote for a conservative justice just because he, voted for impeachment. And I'm like, this is still a fucking Republican. Why the fuck would you expect a Republican not a Republican?
Are they surprised? Right. I don't get it.
It's just naive.
So niggas is like real life mad at Mitt Romney. I'm like, Mitt Romney was elected for this fucking purpose, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? Nigga, Donald Trump was elected for this purpose. Of all the motherfuckers we talked about that said we don't like Donald Trump, but we voted for him anyway, the reason why they voted for Donald Trump was to insert this motherfucking justice into the court.
Hey, Joe. So this is from Yahoo News. This report September 25th, 2020. Senate Judiciary Lindsey Graham, Republican, South Carolina, said in a Thursday appearance on Fox and Friends that the Supreme Court gotta have a ninth justice before the election, even though we didn't need one back in 2016, before the election, because the votes will be contested and the courts will decide the winner.
He got to find a way to sleep tonight. I feel him. He got to find a way.
Well, no, man, they just giving you the play. That's all.
They already know, but we already
time, man.
Nigga, like I said, Republican going Republican. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He gonna fucking go against his word when it's to his own benefit. We already know that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and he's losing in his state. He's behind on the whole.
But is he up this year? He's up this year?
He was up. Yeah. He was up. He was on TV begging. He's on Fox and Friends begging for contributions to his campaign.
They need to get that sweet motherfucker up out of here, bro.
They've already did it. What was it?
up too, ain't he?
Oh yeah, he's up. He's up. But I mean, he's from Kentucky, and we already see Kentucky, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, hold up though. But Kentucky might be in play though.
But nigga, hold up. Kentucky touched Georgia, which touched Florida, so we already know.
And
so here we go. Lindsey Graham, Republican. I just said on Fox News Thursday he is getting killed financially.
Hey,
at Enterprise Car Sales, you're in the driver's seat.
Sorry
to add to that, Missouri touched Kentucky, so nigga, I guess we a few degrees of separation away too, nigga.
Do that.
So the wait, isn't your governor? Didn't he oppose the COVID
this whole time, and
this nigga,
he got the COVID. Him and his wife got the
I want to get
COVID.
to this. This nigga said we gonna send the kids to school. They gonna get sick, and we'll send them back to school. Why the fuck are we surprised that this nigga and his wife got COVID now, nigga? Fuck that bitch, man.
I hope them niggas melt.
And be real clear. This nigga has never been elected governor. This motherfucker got in because his predecessor was a fuckboy and was trying to tie up bitches and videotape that shit for some fucking scam, nigga. And he didn't even really get caught up for that shit. He got caught up for other bullshit.
I forgot all about that.
Yep.
Oh, nigga, yeah. He was taking fucking campaign funds and fucking around. He was a fuckboy for
I
real.
remember that, yeah, man.
So this nigga has never been elected governor, but he on some fuck shit. So when he get, fuck him, man. I hope he gets blasted.
Somebody, I struck a nerve on that one. My bad.
I hope he get blasted in this election. He ain't never been elected. Fuck him.
Okay.
Oh man, can't stand that bitch, dude. For real.
Bro, it amazes me until COVID personally touches people. That's when they become believers.
Okay. Yeah, out here touching his meat, bro. This nigga Frank out here touching his meat.
Hey, he's about to beat his meat.
Hey, bro, I think we're talking for nothing, really.
Hey, yeah, because what happened?
I think he probably fucking had I don't know. I don't think he was recording.
The internet, bro. All these kids at home eating up the broadband.
I know.
Bandwidth or whatever. I don't know what the proper term is.
I think you had to write the bandwidth or something.
Yeah. Man, somebody hit me with that. I was like, are you serious? It had nothing to do with people who are working from home.
Hey, Roger, we missed all that, didn't we? We didn't record none of that shit.
No, we recorded it.
Oh, okay.
I kept the recording. I ain't gonna do what I did last time and pause some shit and then fucking not push play again.
Yeah. Hey, what's the Missouri governor's name again?
Oh shit, hold on.
Mike Parsons.
There we go.
Mike Parsons.
Thank you, Zach.
Damn.
But yeah, man, they all fuck boys. Then I pulled that up. What was it? We can leave Lindsey Graham alone. So probably in the same interview he had on Thursday, he said, "My opponent will raise $100 million in the Senate of South Carolina." Graham said, "The most money ever spent in the history of the state on a Senate race in this state was by me in 2014 when I spent $13 million." They want his ass up out there.
Yeah.
He said, and I quote, "I'm being killed financially. This money is because they hate my guts."
Hold on, who was that?
Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham.
On the interview he had on Fox
Graham,
News.
Bro, he's begging for money.
Let me see if this shit would play, because only Lindsey Graham, he got that motherfucking.
My opponent will raise almost $100 million, Ainsley, in the state of South Carolina. The most money ever spent in the history of the state on a Senate race was by me in 2014 when I spent $13 million. He raised $6 million from the time Justice Ginsburg passed away within 72 hours. And God bless Justice Ginsburg. We're celebrating her life. I appreciate waiting to Saturday to announce the replacement, but I'm being killed financially. This money is because they hate my guts.
Good.
Fuck him.
Good.
Fuck him.
And you didn't
Fuck
wait
him.
till Saturday for the nomination.
Fuck him.
Bastard.
Dog. Fuck him.
Bastard. I hope you and your gay boyfriend fucking get exposed, motherfucker.
Wow.
And no shade at gay people. No shade at gay people either.
Joe just started blinking.
Hey, the opinions of the One Mic podcast have nothing to do with the opinions of the Brothers Breaking Bread.
And
That was the line crossed. I crossed the line.
that was that was
Oh.
I wish I was recording this shit. Joe looked down and just started blinking.
So we got different standards for different shades of color, huh?
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
Oh, I don't think color had anything to do with that one.
God,
Hey, that was the One Mic, One Mic podcast speaking right
Hey, Joe gave the look of a man that know his homeboy about to get fired from work because he said some shit in front of white people. Hey, that nigga Joe, look at this. Hey, this nigga said what?
My bad.
I understand your anger, Frank, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and disagree with you on that one, brother.
That reminded me of a time when me and Anthony was still working together, and Anthony forgot there was a whole white man in the room with us, and I think I missed like 2 days of work because I was sick, and I came in the room. He was like, "My nigga," and that white dude was like, do I need to leave? And I was like, hey, dog, you know it's a white man in the room. He's like, oh, shit, you right.
Yeah, that happened. Man.
That did happen. I was like, oh, that white man looked at us like, so am I invited to the barbecue now? Can I come? Anyway, all right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Y'all got me.
My bad.
They got me crying.
I get
they got me crying with this ignorant shit. We gotta have more noon shows with Joe doing day drinking.
Yes. Oh, is what is he drinking on?
It's right here.
That's his standard right there. That or that tainted Puerto Rican rum.
Yeah, right.
Hey Joe, you gotta get closer to the mic, man. You gotta get closer to the mic.
I feel you. I'm chasing it with this Modelo, you know what I'm saying? So we
Nigga, Joe gonna lean back. We're gonna see his feet in the air here pretty soon.
Yeah, over there getting lit like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, lit like a Christmas tree, like Zev said. Oh shit. Hey, so
I ain't as lit as Frank though. That nigga went it with both feet, bro. I'm still of sound mind and body to not make that motherfucking mistake.
Hey, the best shit is when Frank thought he was drinking them motherfucking Smirnoff little malt beverages. He thought they actually had vodka in them.
Every episode you go back to that, bro.
Not every episode, dog. Not every episode. That was the funniest shit. He's like, it got vodka in it. I was like, dog, that is not how malt beverages work. Not at all, sir.
Come on, bro. I was 27 years old when I said that. Come on.
You 20. Come on,
man. I was a young man.
That was a year and a half ago.
That was like a year and a half ago, dog. That motherfucker was like, well, yeah, I'm drunk. I've been drinking this vodka. And I was like, that is Zima. That's Zima Light. Get out of here. Anyway, so in Kansas City, there's a runoff going on with Emanuel Cleaver. There's a white man, Ryan Derks, who wants to take over. And I think, Joe, you brought to light to where he got this tactic from this video.
So there's a black Republicans are getting all the fucking pub, man, because they be hunting and searching for black Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this one is running for a seat in Baltimore. Who she's running against, I don't know. Probably the seat left behind by Elijah Cummings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rest in peace. And so she's running, and she's saying that Democrats. This is a campaign commercial that's gone viral, and basically said that Democrats don't care about Baltimore because y'all seen The Wire.
Yeah.
The drugs and all that type of stuff, the crime that has been associated with Baltimore. She's saying that, you know what I'm saying, Democrats have not done anything about it, that Democrats have been in charge of that city for a number of years, and this is the condition that they left Baltimore in. I have been to Baltimore maybe once or twice. I can't tell you, the health or the status of what the day-to-day life in Baltimore is. But I do know that, she is basically running the Republican playbook and saying that these Democrat-led cities are the problem. The reason why we have fucking Corona is because the state's led by Democrats. You know what I'm saying? Same shit Donald Trump was talking about, or the cities.
Thing that Donald Trump was telling.
So we have somebody who's running for the 5th District of Missouri. White guy. His name is Ryan Derks. I didn't know he was running. I didn't know there was a Republican running. Usually we have this other dude, and I guess he's finally, after 5 tries at the shit, decided to fucking tap out.
Getting molly
somebody else have a crack at Emanuel Cleaver. Be real clear. Emanuel Cleaver is Rev to me. You know what I'm saying? He baptized my children. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different thing to me.
Hey, you put your agenda out there. I love it. Let's say, some people, some people don't admit their agendas. I love it. I love it.
So I'm be real clear. I'm on team Rev. You know what I'm saying? Team Emanuel Cleaver. But Ryan Derks has run a commercial that has mimicked this commercial from, you know how motherfuckers on TikTok do the challenge. He's done a challenge where he's tried to take her commercial and make it his own in Kansas City. So I thought it would be interesting to play and get y'all reaction on what y'all think about it.
All right, here we go.
Do you care about black lives? The people that run Baltimore don't. I can prove it.
All right, Kim K from Baltimore. You want to compare Democrat-run cities? I see you, Baltimore, and I'll raise you Kansas City. Walk with me. My name is Ryan Derks, and this is the Kansas City Democrats don't want you to see. Kansas City is usually known for jazz and barbecue and Super Bowl winning Chiefs, but here's what Emanuel Cleaver doesn't want you to know. We're filled with crumbling infrastructure, no new jobs, abandoned homes, over 10,000 of them. And the only record for breaking in the black community, gun crimes and homicide. It's not as good as it's made out to be. Here's something you may not know about our Democratic congressman. Of all the members of the U.S. House, he's one of the poorest with a net worth of negative $2 million.
Hold on.
How is that a negative?
Oh, no, but I was just more or less shouting out that he had whoever shot this video, they walk on by Cleaver's Market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you muted. You're still muted, Joe. You're still muted. There you go.
So that's about two blocks away from where I work. Like I can probably, if I look out my window at work, I probably can see that building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so what really intrigued me about this is he's walking around the neighborhood in which I work. And I live probably 2 miles, a mile and a half from this, you know what I'm saying? So he's talking about my community. He's talking about the place where I work. Like, I'm telling you, he's walking up and down the streets that I used to conduct cross-country practice on. Like, when I was a kid, I used to run cross-country up and down these sidewalks that this nigga's walking down. And he's talking about the community. It's
yep. Here we go.
It's personal. It's personal for me. You know,
I'm pushing play.
Out of the last 100 years, Democrats have controlled the mayoral office for 82 and the U.S. congressional seat for 98. So what's that gotten us? A tale of two cities, both covered in trash. Kansas City is right behind Baltimore, the 6th most dangerous city in America. It's so bad, they sent Operation Legend right here. Did you know? Emanuel Cleaver voted to defund that. At one point, we had about a dozen of these beautiful Norman Rockwell-like schools sitting empty. And if you're unfortunate enough to be one of the kids that has to go here, and you're one of the 6 in 10 that do graduate, you still have to get a GED because our school district for 30 years can't keep its accreditation. Probably explains why we've had 26 superintendents in just 40 years. At one point, we had 15,000 abandoned homes in the black community, just like these. Today, we really don't know how many we have. At one point, the city tried to sell all of these for $1 each. And did that help? No. Why? Because no one wants to live in a neighborhood with high crime and terrible schools. Kansas City used to have a thriving blue-collar union middle class, but not anymore. All those factories are rusted, busted, and boarded up, and any remaining jobs, well, they bailed to the Kansas side, which is run by Republicans. The Department of Education has created terrible schools, so let's repeal it and you choose where your child goes to school. The Department of Housing, they've created, put, and then kept the black communities in these projects. Let's repeal it and then encourage black home ownership. And who could forget the classic, 1994.
I had to pause it there, because ain't this the same housing development that the president is saying I won't allow these lower income people to come out to your white suburbs and communities?
That is the same party, but these neighborhoods that he's walking down, let's be real clear, those were made by white people. That's Boulevard.
He ain't addressing white flight and none of that shit.
That's completely white flight. That's cute. White people built those homes. They left in the 1950s when we decided to desegregate Central High School and other schools.
Fucking God, dog. It's like the history, because we know the history of Kansas City, and you specifically, you're living there, you school down there, still teaching down that area.
Sidewalk I used to fucking run up and down every goddamn day for practice, nigga, and I had my kids do the same thing, man.
I want to get on this Reddit post and be like, why didn't you discuss white flight in this 3-minute long video?
I want to talk about that, but here's the thing: we're gonna say it's led by a Democrat. I just said this last episode, nigga. We have a partisan, non-partisan election because we had fucking mob bosses back in the day running our politics. We had
and Italians identify as what?
Machine. We had the Irish and the Italians had a fucking machine politics that put Truman in the office, in the presidential office. And so they took away things. We still, to this day, don't have control over our police department.
Nope.
The mayor has no control over the school board. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about these things, we want to act as if it's a partisan thing. Maybe these guys are Democrats because they talk the values of the people in the community, but we don't vote Republican or Democrat in Kansas City. We vote for a person. And that person could be two Democrats running against each other. It could be two Republicans. It could be two independents.
So Emanuel Cleaver,
we don't know who the fuck they are.
So like over the Kansas City, right? Not just these couple blocks as white dudes are walking, right?
Yeah, it's a whole city.
Yeah,
the whole city.
So he didn't go over to like War Parkway Plaza area.
Nah, but look at the fucking Renaissance in downtown. It's all.
I know, bro. I'm saying like when you go down to like the fucking River Market area. Nigga,
come on, man!
I can't afford to live down there, and I make good money.
You see, and here's what I want to know: is there a Republican city on Earth?
Bruh, you beat me to it. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Is there a Republican city on Earth that we can compare this shit to? We want to say Baltimore's running down because Democrats run there. We want to say Republicans would run Kansas City better. Where the fuck is the Republican city that has a major sports team? I'm not talking about no fucking town in Iowa somewhere.
West Virginia could be a study in Republican
I'm not talking about Tuscaloosa. I'm talking about a fucking major city.
Hey,
is Dallas a Republican city?
What sports team Tuscaloosa had? I ain't talking about the fucking college football team.
Alabama, bro.
I'm not talking about the college football team. I'm not talking about college football team.
Yeah, you're talking about professional.
I think Dallas might be. Is Dallas Republican? I don't know. That might be the only one.
Dallas
does Dallas have it? I don't know.
They have.
But that's but is it in Fort Worth or Dallas?
No, the team is in the team is in Arlington.
Arlington, there you go. My bad.
Memphis. I'm gonna say Memphis.
Memphis got a Republican governor.
Actually, both teams are in Arlington.
I was gonna say for me, my case study is always West Virginia. When you talk about like poor Republican states. Yeah. Not even fucking cities, states.
Nigga, you want to talk about
Mississippi? You could talk about Louisiana.
Mississippi and Alabama are two of the fucking poorest states in the fucking.
I know.
Yeah, Louisiana is one of the poorest states.
I only say West Virginia because my brother-in-law was there, so I've been there a couple. Well, he used to be there. Now he's in Kansas now. So we used to go down there and we talked about this shit all the time. Him and my sister talk about politics and all this shit, and just talk about just how poor they are, but they keep voting for the same system. But there's never.
Florida, they got a Republican governor. Not always, but
I'm not talking about governor. I'm talking about mayors. I'm talking about mayors.
No. We're talking about mayors.
Yeah, my bad. I said West Virginia.
The city of Miami has a Cuban Republican.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, he's right.
Cuban Republicans.
He's absolutely
Yeah, so I don't know what to say about that.
But don't Miami got a lot of crime, though?
I've been to Florida, but not to Miami, so I don't know.
Miami got a lot of crime?
It's not from him. It's built from the Democrats before him that has built it. He's just reaping the benefits of it.
So what I'm saying is we're going to sit here and we're going to look at this district that is run maybe by people who identify as Democrat, but they're not running as Democrats because Kansas City is a nonpartisan election because of our history with our machine politics. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
and then, oh yeah, most definitely. And then on top of that, we're going to forget the fact that we got a Republican mayor. I'm not mayor, governor. And so the state governing board is run by Republicans. So if we're gonna say that these school districts can't get accredited, we not gonna hold the fucking governor accountable for this too?
Yeah, you gotta put that blame all across the board.
And I wanna know, where does this white man live? That's what I wanna know.
He showed. Keep watching the video. He got a fucking fucked up house too, but we're gonna see about this too. Keep watching the video.
But before I start hold on. Cause I'll forget But 30 was saying too, is it supposed to be shade that Emanuel Cleaver is like one of the lower earning mayors?
Right, yeah, exactly.
That's like, I thought we were supposed to keep money out of politics.
He's one of us. He's in debt like we are.
Nigga, that's why I was like, that's supposed to be a bad thing? This nigga he understand the power of and the need to control your money?
Right.
Hold on.
Joe Biden crime bill that dropped the nuke on the black community. we can fix that too. You think I can't relate to this situation? Look at this house. This is the house my grandma grew up in.
There it is right there. Hold on. That's the house his grandmother grew up in.
His grandma. Where'd that bitch live at now? Lee Summit?
Exactly. So why the fuck, if that's the house your grandmother grew up in, and A, she's either not still there, or B, you ain't fixed the motherfucker up.
Yeah, so what you been doing?
What you doing?
So
nigga, this is how you handle your shit. You gonna pick up and either gonna pick up a move or you gonna leave that shit in disrepair. Why the fuck we think you gonna do anything better for the 5th District of Missouri?
Mm-hmm. You know he's not. He's gonna have a PO box in his district to just qualify him, and then he's gonna live in DC. Same shit that Pat Roberts does here in Kansas. Just hold the fucking. I think he's renting like a house here in his district, but he's never fucking. He's never here.
Let me read some of this real quick though. Cyber Splash. This is a Reddit post where I found the video at because Facebook was fucking up this today. He had some time. In this video, you don't discuss Casey's history of racial injustice in education, housing, white flight, or continued racism today. Do you think your message would resonate with the black community if you, as a white guy, are willing to take on these issues? I'm a middle-aged white guy, and this summer, listening to some of my black friends and hearing coworkers talk about their experiences, I think what they are looking at a minimum from white people like you, and I used to say I acknowledge all the problems were originally caused by white people, and I am with you in trying to come up with fixes to racism that would help address all these other problems. That first, you did well with that first paragraph there, Cyber Splash. Basically everything we talked about. I mean, and because I don't know if were you here before 71 got built and connected basically the suburbs to the city.
Before 71 was built.
Yeah, man. So that was a big thing, and it allowed a lot of black and brown people to follow white people who were on the path of white flight, but it also increased white flight even more from the city. Yeah, so it's crazy how we just yada yada yada. Go ahead,
when you
Joe.
talk about that, I remember being on a school bus in that time period, and we would drive and pick up kids, and then we would go through that neighborhood, and you would wonder why the fuck there are like 3 city blocks that have no fucking houses.
Yep.
Right. And we know that they have used eminent domain to buy up these houses in preparation for 71 now, which opened finally as soon as I left for college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have an aunt that she lost her home to eminent domain when they were building that house when they were finishing it.
Which I'm not blaming on Republicans or Democrats, but what I am saying is at that same time I remember going downtown, and downtown was a fucking ghost town.
Yep.
It was, yeah.
Nothing was there.
Nope.
Nothing was there. It is thriving now. You know what I'm saying? The Power and Light District. It's got people coming down there, you know what I'm saying, regionally coming down there, and it makes money hand over fist because Democrats, if you want to say Democrats run the city, they're the ones who have invested back in downtown and made it a vibrant place where people want to come out and invest, man.
Yep.
Hey Joe, I just need you to go ahead and put your paperwork in so you can run a campaign, bro. You need to run it on the Kansas City side. I run it on the Topeka side. And we just we'll meet in the middle.
As we do.
On our issue.
We'll be back. We'll be back to I-70 Connect.
There it is. There it is.
It'll be the real I-70.
Full circle, bro.
So
and then you know what? We use our following to promote our podcast. Boom.
That's what we're doing. We're running for mayor so we can have a better podcast.
It's a win-win.
But I like what you did there, Joe, where you and I think a lot of people could learn from that simple thing. Just ask that one more question when he sits there in front of that house that's supposed to be his grandmother's house. Like Joe said, do this for all these political ads you're about to see here pretty soon. Like, so if you all about rebuilding and not letting shit go to waste, why your grandmother's house so fucked up?
Right. This is what I'm asking. This is the question.
It's a very simple question.
I don't understand this. You know, the school choice. You know, I don't understand that. Like, because what people that in that impoverished area that you're looking at, how are they going to get to the good schools that are out of district? You know what I mean? Like everybody's the school choice and all that shit. I'm like, yo, just invest in your community. make those schools.
Yeah, but this nigga is cherry picked. I want to know what city in America does not have these type of areas.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
I want to know.
But the answer Frank's question though is, if you have white flight, which we know, and there's generational wealth and all that shit, which also means tax dollars. So if you have white flight, which takes money out of these communities, how do you improve these schools without that tax money? And then when you also when you got this bitch DeVos sitting up here at the federal level at the Department of Education, who is purposely trying to defund and take away from public education and funnel all that. And she's been caught up several times trying to funnel all this money into these private schools and shit like that, where people be like, no, you can't do that unless there's a certain percentage of underprivileged students going to these schools. You can't have this money. Right. I pose that question to you, Frank. How do you rebuild these schools, which used to be great fucking schools in these inner city districts, when you had before white flight, before you see, but even more than white flight, this black and brown flight, because all my kids they go to schools outside the inner corridor or the inner city, because those schools are getting more tax dollars, more funding, because everyone's moved away. So how do you begin that process?
All my high school teammates, all my high school classmates, I look and see their kids. Their kids go to the fucking suburban schools. We all came through the same central high school.
Yep.
But we not sending our kids back through that system. So it's not just white flight, like you said. It's brown flight, man.
Yep.
It's economic flight, man. We leaving the poor people behind in the community.
There we go. Yep. So I'm just like, I'm economic flight. I'm just as guilty.
It's 3:46. I guess Frank catching up to me, huh?
Yep, catching up to you. He done got vodka. I done seen vodka, Captain Morgan, nigga. What you about to make, nigga? Death?
Yo, hold on, though. How did this become a show about me?
You in the camera, though. Nigga, I saw Grey Goose. Now I'm seeing Captain Morgan private stock. Nigga, next time I'm going to see tequila, and you passed out. Anyway, man, but that's definitely
corner somewhere.
That's not a problem. It's gonna get fixed today or anytime soon. But definitely at the federal level.
Look at peep the shirt though.
I like that. Probably a bunch of old white ladies. Probably a bunch of old white ladies frowning at you at the supermarket, nigga.
Bro, I make them all uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah, but anyway,
I'm about to get a Biden-Harris little lawn sign. All my neighbors got that shit on right now too, though.
Hey, you made us all uncomfortable too with them comments earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Which one? Hold on. Which one?
You think I'm gonna repeat them? I'm not repeating this.
You said that word. That is our word.
I apologize.
I know, we joking. You the fuck out.
Yeah, you took it back.
But
matter of fact, I hope you weren't recording, which I know you were. But
yeah, pregame always recording. We moving on though. Cindy McCain.
Join for a small fee.
Small fee. We go. Cindy McCain, widow of longtime Republican Senator John McCain of Arizona, said Tuesday night on Twitter that she endorses Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden, unlike her fluffy ass, fuck ass daughter. Anyway.
Right, that's what I want to know. So her daughter's on the fucking View, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
What did she say? Is she a Trumpanzee now after her dad said I like the fucking veterans who weren't captured in fucking.
Well, no, yeah, she's been the
Hanoi Hilton and shit.
She's still been like, she'll go that whole thing where he needs to apologize, but she still advocates for Trump though in the Republican Party for sure.
She's not a fuck nigga. What that make her? She a fuck.
Fuck Karen.
Fuck cracker.
Wait, hold on.
Yo, fuck Karen. There you go. Oh, fuck Karen.
Does she rock with Trump though?
I don't think
she Trump or just the GOP.
She rocks with the GOP, but I don't know if I have her on record, but I believe she has said that she voted for Trump.
Yeah,
I know she said that she puts it. She wouldn't say no.
She puts it in the code of I couldn't vote for Hillary and I can't see myself voting for Biden.
Okay. Yeah,
but she hasn't said I'm not voting. So what does that leave me with?
Yeah, fuck Karen.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
At this point, if you're not voting for us, you're against us, bro. I mean, that's how I see it.
But she been against us. If you watch that show, man, she is so fucking annoying. So fucking annoying, bro.
She's so far to the right.
That's why I mean, I watch the clips, but I don't watch the show. Yeah.
Well, hey, it's good to know that her. It's good to know that her mother is somebody who is going to take into account character, just like her husband did. Because I think John McCain. I didn't vote for John McCain, obviously because Barack Obama was the nominee on the Democrat side. But I would have had no problem if John McCain was our president. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a solid dude.
I think he's like a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? I think Mitch McConnell. Not Mitch McConnell. Mitt Romney. I'm sorry, Mitt Romney. I think Mitt Romney is a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that nigga's not gonna vote for the fucking Republican, justice because that's who he is.
Yeah.
But I felt like he was a man of character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, man. He only got one wife, and he could have 6. So.
Exactly. I'm not anti-Republican. I'm anti-fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck Trump.
Frank.
Yeah, I ain't saying fuck Republican.
Frank, mute yourself, Frank. Are you fucking building a house, nigga? What's going on back there, nigga?
Yo, I'm not doing.
He is building a erector set.
Nah, like Joe's talking out here, clink, 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 clink,
He's building
clink.
a drink, man. He's building a drink.
This thing out here recycling.
I know you building a drink.
Why you got your recycling right now?
Recycling plant.
But nigga, are you building the glass for?
That's racist.
Are you building the glass for your drink?
Why is recycling racist, nigga?
Now,
green,
now we said
green, nigga.
I don't know.
Now we said you was
nowadays.
Now we would say you were selling oranges to get a drink. That'd be racist.
See, there you go. See that's
that's racist.
Bro. Look at that.
That's racist.
We see you in the kitchen. We didn't say you was chopping cocaine.
I mean, collecting cans is a universal thing of everyone. Yeah, but now,
Selling oranges.
They said you.
That's racist.
Anyway, but yeah, shout out. Yeah, good for her. Good for her putting country over her.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah.
Country.
Where we at?
Little man, got to start him off young.
Oh my God. Give him some crab legs. I don't know. Anyway,
again with bro, what is it? Zima, crab legs. What else? Oranges. What else?
Oranges. Yes.
I mean,
you got a riding lawnmower?
I do.
Hey, hold up, pause. What are we talking about? Crab legs are delicious, nigga.
I know, but
nah, but he
know I'm talking about. Florida State, Jameis Winston, still them crab legs.
I get it.
Oh yeah, got it. Jameis Winston.
I'm hip. I'm caught up now.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yo, why am I sweating though over here though?
No man.
Jameis Winston also recognizes that crab legs are delicious.
Hey, but hold on. Before we go into this next story, Frank, we not gonna act like you didn't hit me up and say, hey man, I feel some sort of way about having this ride lawnmower, because I think people gonna be judging me. I say I feel the same way when I eat chicken out in public, bro. I gets it.
Oh shit.
Anyway, oh man, this is the part of the show we start getting into the stupid
Just for a few
shit.
listeners out there, I am Hispanic.
Yes.
I got a bad back, so I need to ride more.
Yes.
But I get it. People do be judging me, be like, "Who's this Hispanic on a riding mower like that?"
Hey, you ain't never got hit up. They come up to you like, "Hey, you got some kind of business?
They trying to contract you. Nigga.
You got a business card? You got a business card or something, sir?"
Now with the Black Lives Matter.
But they probably don't think it's your yard.
I remember you telling us you used to ride around with a rake in the back of your fucking truck.
Oh damn!
You told us that shit back in the day.
Oh what? Hold on.
A rake, nigga, a rake. We talking about rakes. You like the guy?
Hold on. I still got. Well, that's because I'm short and I can't reach into the
wow.
bed. So what? Yo, hold on.
This nigga got to rappel out the bed of his truck.
Me, bro.
Hey, you the guest. You the central focus.
This nigga got to yell. This nigga got to yell airborne before he jump out of his truck, nigga. Airborne!
I'm laughing because a lot of this stuff is real. It's true.
It's true. We know. We all know you in real life, nigga. We all know you 5'2", nigga.
Hey, when Joe met me, I knew he was like, look at this shrimp ass.
Yeah, cause I know because Joe taller than me. Cause I know that nigga's looking down on you, nigga.
Yeah, I was like barely up to his waist high.
Oh shit! All right, man. Let's get these last couple of stories. Speaking of some dumb shit, family of boy suspended over BB gun in bedroom during online school blast injustice. 10 meters brought us this story. So talk about the good sir.
So there's this kid, one of the public, he's a fourth grader, one of the public schools here in Jefferson Parish, the parish in which I live, during a test that he was taking online, spotted the BB gun, I think, sitting on a chair in his room. And so she was trying to get his attention and to, either hide the gun or that she could see the gun out in sight. And before he could finish the test, he was kicked out of the class. He was kicked off the online class. So to make a long story short, he was then later suspended because the toy was in plain sight. And I'm going to refer to it as a toy because that's basically what a BB gun is to me. It's a toy.
It's not basically. Even though it's a toy gun.
It is a toy gun. Okay. Yeah. So, So he's fighting right now. As it stands, he's fighting to get the suspension lifted off his school record, and they're having a big litigation against that. The state's attorney is involved in it, and other things else are they're all involved in this matter.
Yeah. So
is there? As far as you know, is there like some sort of, was he violating some sort of code of homeschooling? What the parish school district has cited was that the whole school inclusive thing, this was part of school time, and they felt
they're basically treating like stupidly they're treating like he brought a weapon to school. He brought a BB gun to school, which would be an automatic expulsion.
Right.
Yeah.
If you were in school.
Yeah.
But my whole take on it was he's at home.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And he's taking a class. I mean, although he's supposed to be participating in school, he's still at home nonetheless. And then someone brought it. I think it was
the teacher spotted the gun. So he was he was taking a test in this virtual classroom setting. The teacher spotted the BB gun in his room, and then from there, fuckery takes place.
Yes, basically that's what happened.
Originally, he was supposed to be expelled for, I believe, 2 weeks, but it has been reduced to a week, which still is way too much in my opinion. And like when you first brought the story up, I was thinking, okay, was this little motherfucker like waving the gun at the camera? Was he like, doing his 50 Cent impersonation or some shit like that? Right. No, it just happened to be the gun was like sitting off to the side, probably behind him, saying that because the laptop has limited views, so probably behind him. And the teacher saw the BB gun behind him.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
While he was taking.
So he was not brandishing the weapon. He wasn't like, "Hey, look here, guys, look at my BB gun." He was, as a story, this is the story they put out. He was taking a test. Teacher saw the gun, and now at first he had 2 weeks suspension. Now he has 1 week.
Right. And to me, in my opinion, he should have no week suspension because it's the privacy of his own home.
Yeah. So in the story it says they're applying they are applying on campus rules to these children, even though they're learning virtually in their own homes. And like we talked about before, that there has to be some. I mean, you can't have people doing dumb shit on the camera, even if you're in your own home.
Yeah. True. I mean, I think because being that this is a new experience, right?
Right.
So new you're going to run up against new issues and things of that nature.
Correct.
So it seems to me that, okay, now that we have this issue, why don't we just go ahead and put into whatever our code of conduct, our rules and regulations, whatever title they bring it under, that, you know, you can't have any weapons or facsimiles of weapons shown, you know what I'm saying, when you're online for school purposes. Right. But as far as this particular child is concerned, that shouldn't be nothing.
Yeah, and I agree. Like even if it was like causing a disruption, like the other kids was like, "Ooh, look at we got a BB gun," you know, and then the teacher was like, "Hey, could you remove that?" And he was like, "Nope." Even then, I could say, "Okay, there should be some discipline for that too," but that doesn't seem to be the case either. So I'm like, I'm really trying to grasp, you know, why this little boy who got 2 weeks and now sitting at 1 week of a suspension from school, which is going to affect him either way. Because I mean, you know, we're all affected by this learning. I mean, and, you know, Joe knows more better than any of us because he's dealing with it day to day. But yeah, it's I don't know. What say you, Joe, being the educator here on the podcast?
So you know, we have to maintain standards,
right?
I put it this way: I haven't read the code that we put out for online conduct. I do know that they have made it clear that you have to have a shirt on.
That means that somebody showed up without a shirt on. I hate that. I mean, little kid was just in there like, what, bitch? What, hoe?
So
I don't know why that's so funny.
So there's a bottom line right there. You know what I'm saying? We can work up from there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As far as let me say, so we had a meeting, and this has been an ongoing discussion in our staff meetings. That you know, and we serve as we talked about in the political commercial. I serve an impoverished community. You know what I'm saying? And so what has been the standard in our school is that we're not requiring people to have cameras on because people might be embarrassed of the environment in which they live.
Right, yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? So we
that was thoughtful. I like that.
It is thoughtful, but at the same time, it's fucking difficult to teach in.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It is upsetting that I am a person, and you know, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, y'all know me here, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna play off of what y'all talking about. We gonna, you know what I'm saying, I'll interact with you and react to what you saying and may say some silly shit or whatever, but in the classroom I'm similar, you know what I'm saying. I'll get up in front of the classroom and I'll talk about the subject, but I'm not gonna be fucking lecturing you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm playing off the energy that
you're interacting with them.
I'm interacting, you know what I'm saying. It's I don't consider it lecturing. I consider it a group discussion. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Palava, for those of you who speak Swahili. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the point I'm making to you is that I don't have that interaction because all the kids know this now, know this is the policy, and they've opted out, and they take their cameras off.
Okay.
And so then they turn their mics off, and so I find myself at times teaching to an empty room. You know what I'm saying?
And being a human, that's different. That's difficult being a human because we thrive off of facial cues, verbal cues, and all these things like that to make sure people are getting the information. And especially in the classroom, I'm sure you see it in their faces when you said something, and they're like, you're like, okay, let me say this one more time.
That's what we talked about with the Tamika Mallory video. Go back and watch the links that we put in the show notes because you need to see the facial expressions that go along with this because they add meaning. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm talking about something in class and I can't see a face, I can't hear feedback, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that's landing. You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly assessing the situation. I may not do a test, but I'm looking and scanning the room and I'm assessing how that is falling based on facial interactions. You know what I'm saying? Correct. So we've said we're going to allow students for whatever reason to not, show themselves on camera because of certain circumstances like that. So we're in a new world where we're trying to navigate some unsettled ground.
Right.
And if these kids have guns, they're guns enthusiasts, they're just kids and they have fucking BB guns, which is not illegal.
Nope.
These niggas didn't bring it on campus. We're not going on campus. I don't know. I don't know that they're suspending anybody right now. At my school, the kids who would normally get suspended are just not fucking checking into class. Now that's my school. I can't speak to anybody else's, but the motherfuckers who would normally get suspended from school are just not coming to fucking school.
I call it
which is a problem in itself. You know what I'm saying?
They've been consistent though, but virtually.
Yeah, no doubt. So when you talking about suspending kids from virtual school, I don't know. Did you not leave the assignments for them and allow them, maybe like a video lecture to kind of be up on that, or they're just not able to check into so you got asynchronous and synchronous instruction. Synchronous means we are in the classroom at the same time, we are interacting, we are discussing. Asynchronous means you can do it at 12 o'clock at night if you want to do the assignment. Right. I may not be there as a teacher, but you can do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Are we suspending this person from asynchronous instruction, or are we just suspending this person from synchronous instruction where they can come into the classroom and interact with everybody else?
Right.
I mean, I don't know. We're in a new world. We have to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you can suspend a kid from doing his work. I mean, when people are suspended, we're always asking teachers to turn in work so they can do. I feel like they could probably do their work. Maybe they just can't come to the classroom. But at the same time,
right?
If it's in their statement that you can't have these items that are banned at the school in your broadcast, I don't know. I mean, if you say things ahead of time, I'm cool with it.
Right.
If you say things ex post facto, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And this is a clear case of whatever.
Post facto.
That nigga did me saying somebody's name.
He is the student of Latin. I don't know.
No,
but
I do not speak Latin.
I mean, and you kind of alluded to it too. Just like it has to be, especially talking about elementary kids, clear, concise statements of expectation and rules as far as like what's going to be allowed on camera, things like that. And if you're doing it after the fact, I don't know. I don't know. It's just suspending a kid for having a gun in the background and not at least saying, "Hey, you need to take that off camera," and not let that happen again. And once again, we don't know what was said, so who knows? That may have been what's said, but I'm just going by what they're reporting here, and it just seems like the teacher saw the gun, and then from there, this kid gets a 2-week suspension that's been reduced to 1 week. So I don't know. Yeah, it sounds crazy to me.
I'm always a proponent of preventative measures.
Yes.
I would rather say, hey, I don't want to have to do anything about this. Please make sure you remove this image from the background.
Exactly.
As opposed to saying, hey, I see this, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me turn this shit in and get you kicked off of fucking
and my
virtual
question
class,
still was like, was it a disruption to the virtual environment? I don't know. I mean, once again, it's not reported, so we don't know.
It could be potentially.
Yeah.
I could see it being a disruption to the environment.
Oh no, I agree. I'm saying at that moment,
if there's malice of forethought, then you know what I'm saying. Yes, something needs to probably be done. But if this is just some incidental shit where this nigga got a fucking BB gun in his room and it's on camera,
just
like
be reasonable about it.
Just be reasonable. Tell them nigga, hey man, you can't have that shit in the background, bro. Put that shit away or turn your camera off. Do something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could cause a problem down the line, but I'm more asking, like, was it causing a problem at that point in time? If so, it hasn't been reported. And even if it was, like you said, just say, hey man, could you remove the BB gun from the back? Thank you.
Take it back to the
put it in the closet.
To your meeting. Take it back to your meeting. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have a Zoom meeting with the fucking principal and shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is what I saw today. How should we deal with this? Right. And hopefully the principal will have enough brains to say we're gonna put out a preemptive statement to make sure that nobody does this going forward.
Right.
And then we have measures in place to deal with it if it does happen.
Right. And not this reactive statement of we're going to come get this kid because this nigga was in his room with the shit that's in his room doing what the fuck he do, trying to have class. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, I hate to play the race card in this issue, but Jefferson Parish is a predominantly white parish.
Here it comes.
Yeah,
Get him.
It's a predominantly white, and this is a black student, of course. So, yeah.
And this is a good statement too. I didn't think about it. The attorney for the family, she said the family is also worried. She said the disciplinary record relates to a weapon, and depending on how that's typed up. their son might not be accepted into a good high school.
Exactly.
Can affect his development and where he's able to do.
Nigga, you get that shit at Walmart, nigga.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, you can get all fucking weapons at Walmart.
You can get real guns, nigga.
Not all, now.
You ain't gotta go to the fucking gun section.
You
gotta go to the gun section of Walmart to get this motherfucker.
Nigga, you can get the Mossberg, you can get the 9, you can get the motherfucker, you can get a crossbow, nigga. You can become Mad Max at Walmart, nigga, if you want to. They might have boomerangs there, nigga. I don't know.
You said what? They might have what?
Boomerangs, nigga. You can be. Remember the little boy in Mad Max had that little boomerang was cutting them niggas' fingers off and shit.
You ain't gotta go to Cabela's to get this motherfucker.
You ain't gotta go to Cabela's.
Yeah, not at all.
All right, hey, we go. Very important PSA for our white listeners, also our black listeners. If you find yourself on the end of this.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello? I am being threatened by an African-American man, and he's near me and my dog, and I feel very unsafe. Would you please send the police?
Are you a white woman, ma'am?
Yes, I am. And this man, who is African-American, scaring us.
Hold on, I'm transferring your call.
912 white emergency response. All right, ma'am. Karen, is it?
Yes, how did you know?
Try to remain calm, Karen. Just stay on the line and I'm going to help you. First of all, is your dog on a leash? Put the fucking dog on the leash. Now, Karen, there's a long history of white women making false accusations against black men and boys in this country, calling on the racist power of the state to threaten, to terrorize, to kill them in the name of defending the purity of white womanhood. You might not know that you know what you're doing, but you fucking know what you're doing, okay? If the cops weren't racist, you wouldn't have called the cops, right? You still with me, Karen? You think that same attitude doesn't affect everything else you do? You ever serve on a jury? A hiring committee, Karen? A homeowners association? Hello, Karen?
Hello?
Okay, just stay put. We are sending help. We have units in the area, and they should be arriving now.
Sending some books for her ass because she needs some knowledge, nigga.
Yeah, so basically, they you ain't missing much by hearing the play. Basically, if you listen to a 911 call, but you miss out the help they sent her with all these books to help these so-called progressives and allies to help them to how to behave and treat Negroes. It's a damn shame you got to teach people how to treat other humans. But
now, were you gonna play some more of that?
I can.
Well, no. I mean, I didn't want to interrupt the situation.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, I'm pretty sure I talked about this before, maybe a couple months ago, about I got some new neighbors.
Oh no.
Two white chicks. And
I remember that. I live
in a duplex. They live in a duplex next to us, not the one that's attached to us, but the next one over.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have a garage in the back, and you have to go upstairs. You know, you have to go up some, I don't know, I never counted stairs, maybe about 15, 16 flights of stairs, some shit like that, or stairs to get to the main level of the house, to get to the kitchen. So sometimes when we have a bunch of groceries or whatever, we want to park out front, right? Mm-hmm. In front of our place. And my girl is pregnant. She's about to give birth in less than a month. So we ran into a situation. They just moved in in the early summer, and you know, two white chicks. They got, if I'm not mistaken, they both have black boyfriends. That's whatever it is. My girlfriend's white also, by the way, in case I never mentioned that. But so they would park right in front of our place. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be like 4 cars parked out front.
Yeah.
So I had to talk to him a couple of times. I left a couple of notes on the car. Always super respectful, cordial. You know what I mean? One of the last times, one of the chicks came over one morning or early afternoon or whatever. We were still in bed. I didn't get up. My girl got up and answered the door. And when she came back to the bedroom, she was like, you know, old girl next door, that was girl from next door. She said that that we're harassing her and shit, and that the next time we harassed her, that she was going to call the authorities and say that we're harassing her. And I just I'm like, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to stop me from doing shit. So the shit happened again. You know what I'm saying? This it happened over a whole weekend because I didn't go till Sunday. This before we got a washer and dryer, so we were about to go to the laundromat. So the car was parked in front of our place all week since Friday night. This is Sunday afternoon. I go over there, knock on the door. One of the chicks answer, and she's been the cooler one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, this car, I haven't bothered to come over here all weekend because it hasn't been necessary, but can you move your car? Because I'm gonna need to. I was about to explain what we were about to do, but then I was like, that's unnecessary. It don't matter. Can you just have?
You're in front of my fucking residence.
All right. Yeah, so we go do our thing, and like maybe the next day or a couple of days later, either that Monday or Tuesday, I think. I don't know. I could be getting the days mixed up, but it's a couple of days later, and I'm downstairs doing my thing, smoking, having a drink or whatever. And my girl comes downstairs and she's like, did you hear that? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? And she's like, the police just came to the door. And they're talking about, our neighbor called, because you asked them to move the car or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, ain't this a motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, I didn't answer the door because who knows where, how the interaction with the police,
exactly.
would have went. If I would have opened up the door. But I'm just like, man, during what's going on right now, all this bullshit that's going on, from the pandemic to the protests for social injustice, for racial equality, you know what I mean? And y'all two white chicks that both have black boyfriends, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna call the police because you can't have a fucking adult conversation with me? Because it wasn't even the chick that had threatened to call the police on us that answered the door. The last time I went over there and knocked on the door. And when her boyfriend came out to move his car, I was standing on the deck out front. And so I just asked him, I was like, hey, bro, can you just not park in front of our, in front of the crib? And he was like, yeah, no problem. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, but anyway, so yeah, the chick called the police on us, man, some straight up Karen shit, and I'm like, man, what kind of dudes are y'all with? You know what I'm saying? Or if they are aware of this bullshit, you know what I'm saying? What kind of dudes are y'all with, man? And I don't know. The shit pissed me the fuck off, man. But everything, and I had to call my cousin in Denver because I was hot, man. I was ready to, go next door and
no, sir. No.
Yeah,
and he made the right decision.
He was like, man, you're about to have a new baby, and you know what I mean? You don't need to, just deal with it as best you can. He made a couple of suggestions. And I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to find a long-term solution to the issue. But yeah, man. So I just had a situation just recently. Dealing with what was being addressed in that video, man. It's just crazy.
You better than my brother Damon. When I was living in him for a short period before I was trying to look for a place, I have seen this man numerous times because they had assigned parking lots. I have seen him sit in the middle of the parking lot and just hold his horn until someone came. I mean, and you're talking about 10, 15 minutes till someone came outside and he was like, is this your car? Nope. Until the appropriate person came outside to move their car. So you are, this is before the age of Karen. And this is also in Kansas City, Missouri, in the predominantly black apartment complex.
I've done shit like that in the past. Well, actually, you know what? I was somewhere where I wasn't supposed to be at an hour I wasn't supposed to be out the house because I was married, and I was doing some things I wasn't supposed to have been doing, and apparently I parked in front of somebody's place or in somebody's parking spot, and so they just parked behind me and went in. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't gonna get caught up there. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to lay on my horn for about 10, 15 minutes.
You was like a motherfucking wild animal in a bear trap, nigga. You just bite your own foot off. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, real talk.
All right, we go.
The next move was knocking on doors. But man,
I'll play a little bit more. Hold on.
Thank you for calling 912. Don't ever fucking do it again.
912, what's your white emergency?
There's a large, very loud group of African Americans here having a cookout, and I'm sure they don't have a permit. In fact, I was just on Nextdoor.
Okay, Karen.
It's pronounced Kieran.
Have a seat, Karen. Literally, sit the fuck down. Are you sitting down?
Yes.
All right, Karen. A lot of white people get very uncomfortable when black people show up where you don't expect them to be. And you know where that is? Wherever you are. The park, the swimming pool, your block, where they also happen to live. Maybe it's the continuing effects of school segregation, judicial bias, redlining.
What's redlining?
Google that shit, Karen. The point is, you don't ask yourself why you're uncomfortable. Instead, you convince yourself those black people are doing something suspicious, and you call the cops. You know how fucked up that is, Karen? You ever think about how it feels to constantly worry about being perceived as a threat?
I guess I haven't. I mean, I've just never really had anybody to talk to about this stuff.
Hold tight, Karen. I've got Sheila on the line.
Sheila from HR?
Hi, Kieran. Sheila, the only black person at your job, is going to hold your hand through an agonizing series of awakenings over the next few years as you slowly begin to grapple with all the privileges your whiteness affords you and just how deeply embedded your racism is.
Yep. I'm going to be super patient, even though the way you'll manage to make every single thing about you and your delicate feelings is going to make me want to slap the shit out of you on like an hourly basis.
Wow. We'll stop there.
Damn.
Oh, man. Yeah, don't be that motherfucker. Just
please don't. And if you are, fuck you.
All-star cast on this little video too, man.
Yeah, that was Louis Black, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Louis Black, you got fucking Sarah Silverman, you got Sarah Cooper is blown the fuck up on Twitter.
Kamal
doing these impersonations of Twitter speeches. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy as fuck.
What's her name?
Sarah Cooper, the woman who's speaking now. She does dramatizations of Trump speeches.
No.
So they'll play a Trump speech and then she'll act the fucking shit out, but it'll be so dramatic. It's just hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
I would check it out. Yeah.
And then was that Kamal Bell, whatever?
Yeah, Kamal Bell was in.
Yeah, he was the black dude sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. So all-star cast, and it was very recent. They made this because everybody got masks on. Love it.
Indeed.
Well, yeah, man, don't be that motherfucker. We ain't gonna hurt you, especially we just like you. We just trying to get home to the crib. Just ask us to either stop doing the thing we're doing, or if we ain't bothering you, just move the fuck on and leave us the fuck alone. Don't need to call the police if we ain't fucking with you or your property. That's all we got to say. Is your PSA from the Brothers Breaking Bread. I think we covered everything we came to cover today.
Points have been made.
Yeah, y'all come back next week. We gonna let these Lovecraft Country episodes mount up, and then we're gonna have some more guests on talk about the show. Just vote, y'all.
Yeah, I heard Gator last week, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mad you went on here to talk with him, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have Gator on the show.
I ain't as in love with the show as y'all are, man. You know what I mean? I think it's a great show and everything. I'm checking it out every week, but
Well, I appreciate that, but I'm saying it would have been nice for you to reconnect with Gator.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be on next time, and I'll make sure.
He texted me. He listened to the show. He said he was excited. He liked what we had going on, and he's ready to get back on anytime. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, I was gonna put in the chat 10 meters. You was on there at the beginning, but then I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you no more after a minute.
He just went away. He was drinking.
Well, you know when that nigga drank. You know.
That nigga
I ain't know if he just was like, fuck it, I don't want.
That nigga got Beyonce in his head. I'm spinning.
Hey,
shit.
We have to get off the air and I'll explain. Once we're done.
Okay.
Got you.
All right. He's getting ready. Like he said, he had a visitor. So that shit on air. So yeah. Anyway, All right, well, as Joe said, points have been made. Triple B, Brothers Breaking Bread podcast, man. Get your ass out there, vote, get your motherfucking prostate, colon, all that shit checked. See your doctor, eat an apple, maybe drink a little less. Unlike us, when we do these shows, hydrate, motherfucker, all these things. Wear your mask. Don't be a dick. Don't stand 6 feet. Don't stand less than 6 feet to a motherfucker. And remember to always break bread with your brothers. We out.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.